Welcome back to another episode of 4X My Empire with your host, Wrath. This episode, we've already discussed basics of this game. Leveling up your campaign, leveling up your character. I should say going through your campaign, leveling up your character, leveling up your buildings, unlocking resource plots with campaign, unlocking troops with campaign, unlocking all these other things by doing what? That's right, campaign. I showed you guys world progress already and how that relates to your game up until phase 5. The rest of this is gonna getting more specific as time goes on. But this video, I wanted to address the basics of your gear. Didn't really go into the gear and show you exactly where to go, what to do. You're gonna unlock what's called a stithy. The stithy is your forge. In your forge, you'll get to the point where you can hire an actual stithy. And at first, you're going to be able to build these 3: blue, green, gray. I'm almost certain. Because once you level up, you're going to get your purple unlocked. Blue might have been unlocked at a player level. I rushed through trying to advance so quick that I don't remember half of them. I do know it's self-explanatory. The stuff unlocks as you progress. You really don't gotta worry about it until you lay your eyes upon it yourself. You don't know what level, or you don't have to know what level everything unlocks. Just know what unlocks next. Look around, find out what unlocks next, or what you need to unlock next, and push to that goal. Going on these things and following somebody else's gameplay to the letter, I don't recommend doing that, because their gameplay might work only for them. My gameplay might work only for me. However, if you take little bits and pieces from what you learn from these other gamers and adapt them into your own gaming style and develop your own gameplay, that's where you start to succeed. Unlock levels, to me, that's just wasted info. It's good to know, it's helpful to know, but it's not necessary. Okay. So, anyway, back to what we were talking about. You can go through and craft all of these. All it does is require 4,000 stone for all the gray gear. If you're free to play, absolutely. Go in there, craft all of those. At least you got some gear in the slot. You can start making better bonuses. Do that for all your troops. You're looking at a wide variety of better bonuses. As you start attacking those rebels and securing strongholds and key buildings, you'll start getting diagrams. Diagrams are these little buggers. And you can see right here, attack level 6, 8, drop from rebels, stronghold production, stronghold lord. What that means is what I showed you in the other video of clicking the little floating emblem above the stronghold and levying those diagrams with merit points. That's stronghold production. Stronghold lords, after you capture a stronghold, let's see if there's an example I could show you of that. That little bastard took it. Alright, so after you capture a stronghold or another key building, there's a little spot over here that says take over. You're going to click that, cost some resources, hit apply, and once you do that, then you receive 2 packs of supplies in the mail every day at 2100. And there's an example of what you receive. Free diagrams for your stithy. It's a fun word to say. Going back into it, what I just showed you was this right here. All this requires is the diagram and 20,000 stone. So once you start making these, you can get rid of those grays. It's not any small number that you're upgrading there. You're increasing it by 100. I didn't forge any of the grays necessarily except the boots. I just did these green guys as quickly as I could. Then as you go further, once you get into the blues require materials and diagrams, and then 150,000 stone on top of it. So it starts getting a little bit expensive to get the good gear. Purple, materials, diagram, 750,000 stone. So as you see, it gets really expensive when you're in stage 1. If you have a active server, active faction, and active region, there shouldn't be a reason for you guys to push it about the purple gear immediately. You should be able to focus mainly on leveling up your crap, getting your player level in your city as high as possible. In my case, I didn't have a active faction in my region, at least. They were few and far between, and there was another guy that was right on my heels as far as trying to take over the number 1 position on the server. It didn't work out for him too good. When he started getting a little bit too close, I made a significant jump and zeroed him out. He ended up quitting. sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Since then, my faction has become more and more active, and I haven't had to keep my foot on the accelerator of the credit card so much. And as time goes on, hopefully I'll be able to unlock the orange gear, the arcane gear, as soon as possible. But for example, on gear, I told you I had green. What is that? Oh, that was my gathering gear. I got purple and blue, orange, purple, blue, all purple, orange, and purple. So once I get rid of those 3 purple, my attacking and defense force has purple or higher. I need to get rid of these 3 blue though. As far as gathering goes, I'm still working on the gear here. I want to get it to where it's all blue, but it's whatever. As I unlock defense, we're gonna make sure this is eventually gonna be orange, purple, yada yada. That's what I have available right now. Don't need it. In the Scythian material production, you can consume diagrams to produce material. Don't know if it's really worth it, because you're gonna need these diagrams as well, and it eats up resources. But you know, if you're highly active on Rebels, you're gonna have those resources and diagrams to spare. So that's why I say use all 300 of those hits every day. That is the Stithy, except for the recast. Go into strategy. It's hard to show on any of those, so I'll go to this one. Like I showed you on the troop drill, you got freebies for recast too. And you just hit a button. You get 12 of them free a day, and you get rewards for them all the time. As you progress it, you'll see these levels going up on the skills. Got them all to level 2. No big deal. I'm not using this for anything attack way, or for an attack purpose. This is what it looks like maxed out for purple. Some of the players don't recommend maxing purple. I don't see necessarily any super negative about it, because if you don't use it for attack, you can use it for your defense troops and avoid having to spend tons of resources making gold immediately. If you don't use it for your defense troops, you could use it for your gathering troops. Just my thought process behind it. Some people say, "Oh, don't waste your gems doing the ultimate recast, getting that 4th star." Well, I'm sorry. If I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna want it as powerful as I can make it. And like I said, I'm a coiner. I spend gems anyway, so why not? That covers the Stithy. I'll show you what happens when you dismantle a gear. You get merit and a chance at a diagram. Nothing really spectacular about that. And that really covers the Stithy. There's not much to it. On the next episode, we will be talking about the big push. The one you really want to get to. Level 88, what it unlocks, and level 90 with what it unlocks. Have a good night.